Alright, so if I make myself a quick graph, class, how do I get to 0, 1 from the origin? Someone just said go up 1. I just want to, let's draw a circle around it. And let's go ahead and label that order pair. I have 0, 1. Class, my x coordinate is what? My y coordinate is? What's my r value? Because on the y-axis you already went up 0, 1, so my r value is 1. Now, what makes this problem different is that we don't have a triangle. Does that make sense? That's the only difference. They call these quadrantal angles. Everyone say quadrantal angles? They call these quadrantal angles because they're on the quadrants. Does that make sense? They're on the axes themselves. That's why they call them quadrantal angles. So for example, I didn't realize it zoomed out for you guys. Let's go around the circle and let's do degrees. This one right here is, so we start at 0 degrees up here, over here, and over here, and over here. 360. So let's go ahead and find sine of 90, cosine of 90, tangent of 90, cosecant of 90, secant of 90, and cotangent of 90. Now, as I go through these, we're just going to have to review our letters, right? Sine is which two letters? Okay, now you did, no, that's fine. You went to a basic understanding of it, but there's no triangle, so you can't do opposite and hypotenuse. Does that make sense? Yeah. So we have to go back to our definition of x, y, and r. So y over r is what? 1 over 1, which is 1. Let's write it here, 1. How about cosine? X over r. You're just using that coordinate at 90 degrees up here. What is that? 0 over 1, which is 0. Tangent is which letters? Y over x, which is 1 over 0. Can 0 go into 1, class? What do you call that? Undefined. Let's do cosecant. What two letters, class? Numbers? 1 over 1, and then your answer is 1. And secant? R over x, what numbers? And that would be undefined. And the last one, cotangent. Which is 0 over 1, which is 0. So don't get confused between 0 and undefined. When you're dividing 0 divided by anything, I think of it as $0 was found on the floor by one person. How much are they getting? 0. There's $1 billion on the floor. 0 people find it. Do people get any money? Doesn't make sense because it hasn't been discovered. It hasn't been picked up. Okay? So basically what we found are quadrantal angles. This specific example was the 90 degrees. And you can do these for all the degrees, and you can even simply change it. So let's just say I change the problem. Ooh, tangent of pi over 2. Class, does that change the problem? No, because pi over 2 is still same position as 90 degrees. Does that make sense? It's still way up here on the unit circle. So I still have x value of 0, y value of 1, and r value of 1. And you still get the answer of undefined. So the only difference there is I just changed it from degrees to radians. But it's the same idea. So it doesn't matter if the angle is measured in degrees or radians. You can use this thing called the unit circle, which essentially just tells you that the radius is a length of 1.